Hey and welcome to the Daily Arsenal News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Kieran Tierney now open to joining Newcastle as agent offers Eddie Howe chance to sign him. Kieran Tierney is open to the prospect of joining Newcastle from Arsenal when the summer transfer window opens. The Chronicle reports that Tierney's representatives have offered the Magpies the chance to sign the Scotland international. They report that Tierney will not settle for his current situation at Arsenal with Alex Zinchenko the first choice this season. It has been reported that he was considering an Arsenal exit, with a number of Premier League clubs said to be interested. Newcastle are hugely ambitious and will want to make signings in the summer, which take them closer to their ultimate ambitions. They look set to be playing European football of some description next season, which will require a bigger squad, higher on quality than what they have now. They bought Matt Target in the summer, but played Dan Burn at left back in most games now. But Tierney would be an upgrade on both when fit. Kevin Campbell has told the Highbury squad that Tierney is outstanding and the Gunners do need quality options in all positions themselves. It's up to Mikel Arteta to balance the demands for game time of his squad if he wants to build an elite pool of players capable of challenging on all fronts. Arsenal are all but certain to play in next season's Champions League, and that will likely be more appealing to Tierney than the Europa League game time he is being handed this term. Fabrizio Romano says Bukayo Saka doesn't want to leave. Fabrizio Romano has claimed Arsenal star Bukayo Saka had made it clear to his representatives that he does not want to negotiate with any other club over a summer transfer. The 21-year-old Englishman is arguably Arsenal's best player. He has carried the Gunners for a few years now, and a new contract for him is on the Gunners' priority list. Romano has now provided a positive update on the situation. Arsenal have been in talks to extend Bukayo Saka's contract for over a year now. The Englishman, branded as a wonderful player by Martin Keown, has been at Arsenal since he was 8. He came through the ranks at Highland and made his senior debut at 17. He has developed into a superstar since. The Gunners used their option to extend Saka's contract until the summer of 2024 last year, but the plan has always been to tie him down to a long-term deal. Romano has revealed that Arsenal have been talking to Saka's agent for 13 months, and a deal was finally agreed last week, even though it took over a year. What made it easier for the Gunners was the fact that the 21-year-old had absolutely zero interest in negotiating with another club. His priority has always been to stay at Arsenal. Romano tweeted yesterday, Bukayo Saka has always been clear in the last year, no negotiations with other clubs. He only wanted to stay at Arsenal as he loves the club, project coach. New deal agreed 1 week ago after 13 months talk. It will be signed once final details and documents are sorted. A deal is not signed just yet, but it does look like Arsenal are very close to getting this done. This is a humongous boost for the Gunners, who know better than most top clubs how painful it is to lose their best players to rival teams. Robin van Persie, Samir Nasri, Ashley Cole, the list goes on. Saka signing a new contract just weeks after Gabriel Martinelli did the same will give a huge lift to everyone at the club that could play a massive part in the title race in the next 3 months. Arsenal take on Everton next, and Saka is almost guaranteed to start. Seaman issues verdict on a Trossard display in Arsenal win at Leicester. David Seaman has told his Seaman Says podcast that Arsenal were a lot better with Leandro Trossard up front in their win over Leicester City, with the Belgian getting more involved in the play than Eddie Nketiah has been. The Gunners picked up an important victory against the Foxes to maintain their spot at the top of the Premier League, with Gabriel Martinelli bagging the only goal. Selection debates have been rare when it comes to Arsenal this season. Mikel Arteta has tended to only change his preferred lineup when his hand is forced. However, he did make an interesting call before the clash at the King Power Stadium. Nketiah has led the line in Gabriel Jesus' absence, but Arteta decided to rest the 23-year-old against Leicester Instead, it was Trossard who got the nod. It appears that the 27-year-old's display has divided opinion. Paul Merson suggested that the move did not work and said he would be stunned if Nketiah did not start against Everton. But Seaman thinks that Arsenal were better with the £26 million January signing up front. He praised Trossard for the goal, which was ruled out, and he explained why he felt the former Brighton man brought more to the table. He said the following: "What a finish! It was a brilliant finish, and that's another talking point, the fact they played Trossard up front instead of Nketiah. I felt it worked a lot better because Trossard drops off and becomes more involved. That's what Eddie's been doing. Eddie's goal scoring is what it is. It's brilliant, but I just feel Trossard helped it a little bit more by dropping into midfield. What Arsenal do have up front is versatility. Both Jesus and Trossard are unselfish forwards, very comfortable in a variety of roles and positions in the final third. Nketiah, meanwhile, is one of those strikers who just comes to life inside the penalty area, and there is absolutely no question that his game has stepped up several levels over the last 12 months. He deserves a huge credit for putting himself alongside the proven Premier League forwards in the pecking order. Micah Richards admits Arsenal forward Eddie Nketiah has shocked him recently. Micah Richards has now admitted he is being shocked by Arsenal forward Eddie Nketiah recently. Richards was speaking on the Monday Night Club about the young striker's recent performances. Nketiah was dropped to the bench by Mikel Arteta for Saturday's trip to Leicester City. His replacement, Leandro Trossard, found the back of the net with a stunning strike just before half-time. Unfortunately, it was ruled out after VAR Unfortunately, it was ruled out after a VAR check, but he still provided the assist for Gabriel Martinelli's all-important goal. Nketiah came off the bench for the final 20 minutes, but couldn't do anything to extend Arsenal's advantage. It now means he is failed to score in 7 of Arsenal's last 8 league games, which is a worrying run. Richards admitted that Nketiah has shocked him recently, but not in a negative way. He believes that the 23-year-old has still exceeded expectations despite not finding the back of the net as much as he would like. Speaking on the Monday Night Club, Richards said, "I don't think he will feel sorry for himself. Do you remember the documentary, the Arsenal one, and it was Sambi Lokonga? I think he was speaking to, and he was like, 'What are you moaning for?' And he was saying that he was always ready when needed. Let's be honest, if Nketiah doesn't play until the end of the season and he wins a Premier League medal, do you think he is going to be moaning? Of course, he wants to play games, but it's a team effort. Everyone is going to be used, and in the games he's played, he's done really well. People will argue he should have scored more goals and he missed a few headers against Man City, but his overall impact in the team has been greater than anyone would have expected. Everyone would have said that Arsenal can't win the league now because they have Nketiah up front, but he has played a key role in where they are in the league. So if he has to sit out from time to time, yes, it disheartens any player, but it's the end goal. It's not individual, it's a team, and he's done his part so far. Arsenal loanee Nuno Tavares explains how he set a goal scoring target for himself. Nuno Tavares has revealed he decided he wants to be a defender that scores from the start of the season. The Arsenal loanee is now Marseille's second highest scorer as he keeps banging in the goals for them. The left back defending still needs some polishing, but he is undoubtedly a fine attacking fullback. This means he has helped his side with essential goals this season, and they have been crucial to their placement on the league table and their performance in Europe. Speaking about his goal scoring exploits in this campaign, the Portugal under 21 international star told Luton Sport, "I put myself in mind that I was going to be a defender capable of scoring. Olympique Marseille second top scorer, to be honest, after my first or second goal this season, I got it into my head that I was going to be a goal scoring defender. It's not usual in football, but I have that in my mind. This state of mind is facilitated by our system and our way of playing." Tavares is enjoying life at Olympique Marseille, but he still has some issues on the defensive side of his game, which was a problem at Arsenal last season. If he wants to become an attacker, we probably should convert him to a winger since he does well on the attack instead of allowing him to become a liability for us at the back. Casemiro makes Arsenal concession despite Manchester United Cup win. Manchester United midfielder Casemiro has conceded that his side still have a way to catch Arsenal and Manchester City. The Brazilian midfielder was once again instrumental for United as they beat Newcastle in the League Cup final. Indeed, it was Casemiro's bullet header that got things well and truly underway for the Red Devils since signing from Real Madrid for around £50 million. Casemiro has shown his class in abundance. However, the midfielder accepts that while United are doing well, they are still some way off the top two. Speaking to Manchester United's official channel, Casemiro made his concession. He said the following: "We are going and gaining respect in this country, but it's early days and we have to keep improving. We can't hide there are teams ahead of us like Manchester City and Arsenal. We have to deal with this reality, but we are understanding our manager's philosophy and will keep growing. My history has always been about winning since I was a kid, so here it isn't any different. So I am here to help my teammates and Manchester United." United are currently 8 points behind Arsenal in the Premier League table. Crucially, though, the Red Devils have an 8-point lead of their own to fifth place. Casemiro has to go down as one of the signings of the season. Eyebrows raised when he signed for such big money, but what a masterstroke he has been. If Arsenal are to be held in by United this year or next, then Casemiro will be key. The midfielder oozes class and brings a winning mentality few players have. If United are to win more trophies in the coming seasons, you can bet Casemiro is key in that success. Arsenal make Raheem Sterling decision as Chelsea future hangs in the balance. Arsenal are plotting a move for Chelsea winger Raheem Sterling this summer as Mikel Arteta prepares to bolster his squad. The Gunners' main focus is getting a new midfielder in the door. Both Declan Rice and Moses Caicedo remain big targets, and there is even been talk they could sign both. However, with the Champions League football set to return to the Emirates, 90 Minute is reporting that Arsenal are looking to go back in for Sterling this summer. The former Manchester City man is struggling at Chelsea, and Mikel Arteta has tried to sign the England man before. 90 Minute reports that Arteta is said to be a huge fan of Sterling. He is said to view Sterling's experience in European competitions as key. Sterling is not believed to be angling for a move away from Chelsea, but with the Blues spending so much in the last few windows and having an inflated squad, Sterling could be a player who is sacrificed. Now 28, Sterling is approaching the 100 cap mark for England. He has an impressive enough record, having netted 20 times in 82 games for the Three Lions. The sheer thought of a front line with Sterling, Saka, and Martinelli all running at you is enough for any defense in the world to worry about. The pace there would be frightening and give Arsenal yet another string to their bow. Sterling's move to Chelsea hasn't quite gone how he'd have liked. The Blues are struggling and pressure is already on Graham Potter ahead of the next Premier League game against Leeds. Given Sterling's past relationship with Arteta and the trajectory Arsenal are on, a move to the Gunners might well appeal. For Arsenal, it would no doubt bring a smile to their face if they landed Sterling, given how Chelsea bargained them out of the way to sign Mykhailo Mudryk. I will be uploading daily Arsenal news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.